Welcome to Bro Billionaire. This is RP here, recording video on 24th of July 2022. We will be doing Nifty's analysis, first based on indicators, then we'll check Elliott Wave. After that, we'll do the option chain analysis to understand the move for the next week. So stay tuned and watch till end to understand the next moves. So before we go and do the analysis, let's check what we discussed in a previous week. So in a previous week, we were expecting Nifty to drop on the downside once it broke on the certain levels. So this is the chart from previous week. So here we have plotted wave as A, this one, because this is a 5-wave structure, and this wave looking like a correction going on the upside or a pullback, which we were expecting to dip from 16,400 if it has to break this level. Okay, but that also didn't happen. It went straight through this resistance. So pretty much wrong analysis or wrong wave counts, you could say, we assumed, but we had expected that we have to wait for break of this swing, because this was A wave, this was B wave. So if it moves like this, then we were expecting a dip. So this was our confirmation point that didn't trigger. So you could say partly our analysis was not correct. Okay, so this is the point where we discussed that thing, 10:53 on the video, last video of 17th July weekly analysis of Nifty. So here we mentioned that we have completed A wave, B wave here, and C wave is in progress. So we had to wait for a break of this from the top. So it would go towards these levels that we said, 16,110 to 180 levels. And from there, if it breaks this, we could have a downside opportunity on the Nifty. So it went straight up, it even open gap up, it filled this gap. We also mentioned gap fill is something that will tell us that our view is not correct, and then it would break this 16,275 high. So yeah, pretty much wave count was completely not right there. Okay, so the wave count was wrong. So we will check in this video what will be the new wave count. Before we go and do the technical analysis, let's check the quote of the week. So this is the quote of the week. Here the quote is from Victor Sperandeo. Okay, hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. So what he says is, the key to trading success is emotional discipline. Means you need to be emotionally not attached to your analysis. If intelligence were the key, there would be a lot of more people making the money in a trading. So he means that intelligence is not required, or intelligence is less required than the emotional discipline. So emotional discipline carries more weightage than the intelligence. Otherwise, there could have been a lot of intelligent people making the money. So it doesn't mean that if you are intelligent, then you will be emotionally disciplined, right? It can be, if you need to have both, combination of both. That's what I think. And here, this quote applies to us as well. So once our analysis was wrong, or once the gap was filled, we should be ready for going. We should be ready for considering the different view. But yeah, in last week, we didn't discuss the alternative count. Means this plan B we didn't discuss. I was a little bit, you could say, adamant on considering the downside, looking at this fall of A wave, which is an impulse structure, but I should have an alternative view of on that day as well. We should have discussed that. That could have helped us to stay neutral and follow the moves. Okay, so that didn't happen. We'll take care from this next time. So now we are going to check what is happening based on indicators. So in a last week also we discussed that here, based on indicators and price action, we were expecting it to take a resistance at 16,400, even if it breaks this high of 16,285. Okay, we were expecting it to drop from 16,400 to 430 levels, but again it opened gap up above that. So currently Nifty, as per the indicators, seems very bullish. Here you can see that Aron is trading at extreme. So this is above 70, green line is above 70, red line is below 30. That is a bullish signal. So same thing happened here. Okay, so here it was bullish, here also it was bullish, right, for some time. And previously, before the rally, you could see here it was bullish for longer time here. Okay, so that indicates the market is in bullish move. Okay, so this is the 70, green line above 70, red line below 30. Aron is still bullish. Same RSI is also near to 70 or overbought zones, and here it is trading above all short-term and medium term and long-term moving averages, 13, 48, 100 and 200 EMA. So indicators does not tell you clear detail, but Here, as per the moving averages, we can assume that it could give the pullback towards short-term moving average, which is this blue line 13 EMA. So we could, if the pullback has to come, so this might go like this towards 16,400, and we could pull back like this. So that can happen. So if the retracement has to come, then it can come towards 16,400, which is the major support. So this is how I look at indicators. So let's move and check again Elliott waves. So these are a couple of our previous, you could say, success stories from where we were able to properly move, like get the moves. So 16,800 is again major resistance. Why we are looking back to this is because this is the resistance zone, 16,800. Previously we dropped from this, okay, making a low near 15,183. So this is major resistance that you can remember. Apart from that, these are our analysis on 19th June, where we expected a pullback to start. So after making a low here, after it gave a pullback, but yeah, this wave, A wave has finished here, and we have come back up very long upside. Okay, we have came almost to break this high of 16,293. So this is next chart where we expected a pullback again. So these are a couple of charts that we discussed in our last couple of videos. So you can go and visit our playlist on the Bro Billionaire channel. Here you have the playlist of Nifty weekly analysis. We have 15 uploaded videos. You can watch our previous analysis. So in this week, what we are expecting is, so this is our ongoing wave count that we have discussed many times. Here W, X, Y, XX, and currently Z wave looks to be in progress. The wave counts are changed a little. Previously, we were considering this as a W, this as X, this as Y. So in a way, this is a complex correction. Then it can be replaced with W as well. So that you can remember. Okay, then X here, then Y here, XX here, and the final Z wave is in progress. So Z wave will again have A, B, C moves. So currently A, B moves are complete, and C wave could be in progress. When you take a closer look here in a C wave, so C wave is looking at 3-3 wave structure, and there looks to be a divergence present. Divergence is not yet confirmed. Here the divergence is not yet confirmed because we do not have a crossover on MACD. Okay, so there is a no crossover here. So there should be 2-3 red candles here, then we can say that there is a divergence. So that divergence is absent right now. So once it is formed, we will get to know that Nifty has lost the upside momentum. So this wave count will be valid only if it does not break. Okay, only if it does not break 16,794. If it doesn't break that, then only this wave count of WXY, XX, and Z will be valid. Otherwise, once it breaks that, it will be invalid. So let's assume that it is going to drop now, at least some pullback. Then we'll see what are the levels that we can expect on the downside. So here you can see that it is trading in a small channel. So earlier it was trading in this channel, but it has changed its course. So we can call it as 1, 2, 3, 4, and fifth wave is extended, which is internally having 3-3 wave structure, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so all the standard impulse wave guidelines are valid here. They are followed. So what we can do is, if Nifty starts the dip and goes below this channel, then we can wait for break of this swing low, which is 16,664. Okay, so this is the swing low. If it breaks this, we can assume that temporary correction or a bigger correction is in progress. Okay, so for temporary correction, what we can assume is we can plot the downside levels. Let's try to get the downside levels. So when I plot from this point to this point, okay, so this is the top near 16,750, right? So if it is a temporary drop, it will go towards this level, 16,410, as we discussed in the indicators. So this is the major support. Similarly on Fibonacci also, you see that number. So if it fills this gap, then we are going towards this minimum. These are the levels that you can consider if it breaks this low. If you want to make sure and wait, you can wait for another 50 points at 16,610. So this is the swing low of 16,610. You can wait for it. Okay, so minimum are these levels that we can expect. And if Nifty breaks this swing low of 15,858, okay, which is the channel low, if it breaks this, then we can consider that the B wave pullback has been completed and we should have started the drop. So break of this is required now only to confirm the more dip on the downside and making a low of 15,000 below 15,183. So there are a couple of problems with this Elliott wave count. So this is case one, as I discussed. We are continuing our previous week's analysis where we have the wave count as WXYZ, and this is wave A. So this is wave A. We are assuming here wave A, right? Then the wave B of pullback is in progress. And if it does not break this high of 16,794, then the C wave can start. There are some challenges in this technically, because in a standard zigzag wave, B does not retrace this much. It usually stops at 0.61 Fibonacci or even 80%. It does not go to the 90%. It's more than 90% it has retraced in the B wave. So this count has a little bit of problems. We cannot call this as a flat correction. And yeah, if it is a flat correction, then only it won't break this. Otherwise, we have to change the wave count. So we have to consider this as wave A, leading diagonal, wave B. So this AB, and then wave C. So if you want to count C wave here, you do not have 5 waves internally like this in the C wave. So there is a problem with this wave count. In a previous drop from this level of 18,115, which we made after HDFC Bank merger came, HDFC and HDFC Bank merger news came, then we started the drop, right? So this count is not fitting any other proper count. So if it is breaking this low, this high, so the 0.618 Fibonacci coming at 17,000. So if this is also crossed after breaking this, then we can expect it to further go on the upside, but we can expect that it is not going to break this. If this swing is broken, let me go to the other chart, there you will be able to understand properly. So here we are saying that this is W wave, this is X wave, and this is Y wave. So Y wave is very small. That is a problem, another problem. And let's say if it breaks this, so this is case 2. If it breaks 16,794, we could head higher towards these levels. Okay, so again 17,000 break, you have another 600 points to grab towards 0.38 to 1.618 or 1.38 to Fibonacci. So this is how you should wait. Break of 16,794 would mean that we would go higher around 800 to 1,000 points on the upside. We could head towards this channel line. So this is wave, this is alternative wave count. Here, as I said, I'm assuming A, B, and C waves. So A wave is a leading diagonal pattern. That's what we can consider here. This looks a little bit ugly too. you can clearly see here, this does not look a standard leading diagonal pattern, but we don't have a choice here apart from considering this as a leading diagonal pattern. And then a C wave could be in progress considering the sharp up move here given here. Okay, let's check if the wave count is still valid or not. Okay, so here wave C. So if I plot from this point to this point, so here you can clearly see that wave 1 is 522 points and wave 3 is 560 points. So this is bigger. Wave 5 is anyway bigger. So this wave count could be valid, and this could be a leading diagonal pattern. 1 2 3 4. Okay, and fifth wave finished here. We call it as a wave A, and after that we gave a consolidation on the downside, which is called as wave B, and currently C wave could be in progress. So internally I'm not able to perfectly count the internal waves, so but we have to go with the assumptions for now that it is going on the upside. So it can be like this 1 2. Okay, this again 1 2, then internal third fourth could be in progress. We could give a pullback as 1 2 3 4 will finish here, and then we could go on the upside as fifth wave. So this can be a case as well. Internal count is not clear. I'll make another video in the next week to give the clear videos during the weekday analysis. So do make sure you subscribe to the channel if you are new to get the recent updates in the form of videos. So these are the levels that you need to watch for on the upside if it breaks 16,794. That is our case 2. Let's go and check now what is happening in the option chain. So option chain, again here there is a major support at 16,500, which is having highest number of put open interest, which is 72 lakh put open interest. Okay, so this 72 lakh means that this is the major support. So you will not see any number bigger than this on the put side. At 16,000 also the number is less than 16,500. So this is major support for us. And on the upside, of course, it will be a 17,000, which will be holding the highest number of call open interest, which will act as a resistance. So this is the range for this expiry. 16,500 to 17,000 is current range for the expiry. So within this range, Nifty could continue trade and then could give a breakout, like break off either of these levels with stronger open interest or stronger candles. We can assume it would head higher. If 17,000 is broken, then we could head higher towards 17,300, 500. If 16,500 is broken, then we could head downside towards 16,300 to 16,000. So this is how you should read the option chain. Only the supports and resistances are very useful on the option chain. There are some other details, but we will not cover that in this video. We have already created one video on the option chain as well. You can watch that video. So not much on the option chain front. Here you can clearly notice there was huge put writing, which pushed the Nifty higher, right? Almost 100%, 700% put writing was there. And here there was a small call writing, but on the higher strikes. Okay, on the lower strikes, there was short covering. So that triggered upside rally in the Nifty after, and it closed above 16,700. So this is all. You just need to know the range on the option chain, 16,500 to 17,000, and break off either of them will take Nifty to the next support. So that's all on the Nifty. Hope you enjoyed the analysis. See you in the next video. Thank you. Bye-bye.